All right, it is a Monday. It is Monday in Budapest, and you've heard of the saying, two birds with one stone. Well, this video, I could call this video one basilica with two loads, or one video with two loads. And I say that because I'm going down to the laundromat, and the laundromat is near the Basilica, one of the more beautiful buildings in Budapest. And I thought that I've got to do laundry. The washing machine in my Airbnb accommodation, I can't figure it out, or it's not working, one or the other. So we'll just go with the former rather than the later, or the later rather than the former, meaning that it's not working. And because if it were working, then I wouldn't have a problem figuring it out. But anyway, so I decided that I was going to go down to the laundromat, which is near the Basilica, which is the beautiful, beautiful cathedral here in Budapest. And I've been there many times, but never with this particular Zion crane device that I've got. So I'm going to do a walkthrough of St. Istvan Basilica and bring you along. And I should say it's interesting being in Budapest. Just sometimes the simplest of things, like what you want to buy bleach. So I went down and I wanted to buy some bleach. As I hear the yellow line coming behind me, I wanted to buy some bleach, and I go into the store, and boy, talk about a real challenge. So you got to play the whole charades game. That you have to point to something like Fahad, Fahad wash, something like that. But anyway, so I'm going to go down to the laundromat, and hopefully I won't have too much problems figuring out those machines. And well, here comes my tram, so I better get on board. So I'm going to bring you along, and got to figure out this design on the trailer. So I'm going to go and I'll try to figure it out. I'll try to figure out the whole laundromat thing here. I don't know that I've been to a laundromat in Budapest before, but we'll see. So it's only I think it's about 3 or 4 stops from where I'm at. So we'll bring you along, and we'll go up and get some clothes washed and do a tour of the Basilica. In Budapest, I don't think they say two birds with one stone. I think they say two birds and one bush, or something like that. I'm not sure. So anyway, let's go get some clothes washed and tour the Basilica. Okay, so I found my way out of the metro, and here I am walking along, and somewhere around the corner is the laundromat. Or so I hope. But anyway, so we're gonna go and see if I can't find the laundromat here. And the Basilica is just over my well, it's just back over there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but you'll see it here soon enough. So I gotta say, I gotta tell you that having been back to Budapest now for a week and a half, the Hungarian people are, I'm going to switch hands here. The Hungarian people really are wonderful. I can't say enough about the Hungarians in general. Hungarian people are just really, really special people, and I always enjoy coming back here, and always enjoy coming back and seeing old friends and meeting new friends and just being out and about. Last night I went to a movie here in Budapest, and it was nice. It was actually an English. It was in the original version. They didn't dub it over with Magyar, and so it was nice sitting in the theater with some Budapestites. I don't know if that's what they call them here, Budapestites. So anyway, let's go do the laundry, and then we'll get over to the Basilica. All right, so lo and behold, I found the laundromat. I'd actually Googled it this morning. It's called Bubbles, and it's a self-service laundromat. And actually looks pretty clean. Interestingly enough, they've got Wi-Fi in here. So had I known that, I probably would have brought my laptop. So it looks like to do a load, it's going to cost 1,200 forint, which would be about $4. So about $4 to do a load. And unlike in most homes in Budapest, they actually have a drying machine, and that's 1,200 forints as well. So I'm going to get on with the washing of the clothes, and then the tour of the Basilica. All right, so interestingly enough, you know, the way this works is you put your clothes in the machine like this, and you select a program, and I'm going to do just regular, I think. It's, number 2. I'll do number 3, normal. Now, I can close the door, and I come over to this machine here, like this, and just for the sake of good YouTube, I'm going to do it in Hungarian. So you touch the screen, somehow or another. Come on. Well, it worked a minute ago. I wasn't going to welcome the Bubbles. Touch the screen. All right, so you talk about high tech. You know, it's been a little while since I've been to a laundromat, and check this out. So for 1,200 forints, you come up, you select the program. You got to put the clothes inside first. Select the temperature, and then you got to come over here to this touch screen here. And for the sake of good YouTube, I'm going to do it in Magyar. So you can see all that stuff, and I think it's asking me if I'm a Bubbles member. And I just want to do a wash. And I want machine number 2, like that. And it's telling me all this stuff here, and I don't understand a word, but I'm going to push the blue button. Okay. Now it's asking me, how do I want to pay? I'm going to say card, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to stick my card in like that. And so as not to show you the PIN code, I'm going to pan the camera up like that, hit the green button, and that's basically it. Out will pop my receipt, I think. So the receipt will come out in just a moment, and then once the receipt comes out, let's see, is it going to come out? There you go. So I got my receipt, and now I come back over here, and lo and behold, the machine is just it's doing its thing, you know. So you see, I'm not all that stupid after all, and I don't know why I couldn't figure out the machine at the flat where I'm staying, but I certainly figured it out here. So, you know, I'll have to tell the owner of the flat, you know, if I can figure out the machines at Bubbles, you know, that there must be something wrong with your machine at the flat. So anyway, I'm going to do the wash, and then get on my way over to the Basilica. And that would be the Basilica, at least the rear of the Basilica. I've got all about 20 minutes to come over and give you a tour of the Basilica, and I'm just going to show you the outside as I walk around to the front. And as I do so, it's striking 11 o'clock right now, so you'll hear 11 tolls of the bell. I remember one of the bells that I often heard when I was traveling Europe was when I was staying in Haarlem in the Netherlands, and the bell would ring, and at nighttime it would ring for, it would seem like 15 minutes, and I was told that they used to ring the bell to tell the men to come in from the fields. So anyway, now I'm coming around to the front of the Basilica, and this is quite a bustling tourist area, needless to say. You come down here on a evening and you'll see all types of people sitting here enjoying a glass of wine at Davino, or a cup of coffee over here at my favorite Starbucks. And there's all types of restaurants over here. So I'm going to bring you along and show you the front of the Basilica here, as the bells are tolling. As I've said in some other videos, every August 20th they have St. István Day, St. István Nap meaning day in Hungarian, and they have a big ceremony. It's perhaps one of the biggest holidays of the year here in Hungary, St. István Day, the celebration of the first king of Hungary. And St. István is the founder of Hungary, if you will. And he is credited with uniting the various tribes over 1,000 years ago. And thus became Hungary. So I'm going to take you on inside, and as I walk up, I'll show you the tile, the marble here on the ground as you approach the building. But they will have they'll have a big ceremony here August 20th, and this square will just be filled with all types of people, and it's usually hot, needless to say. And they have a mass, and all the dignitaries are here, and they have the hand. So when Saint István died, he was made a saint because he brought Catholicism here. But when Saint István died, of all things to preserve, they preserved his hand, and his hand is inside in a beautiful jeweled case. So they bring his hand out here, the case. And they, after the service, they proceed through the streets of Budapest. They have a procession with the hand of Saint István. So we're going to go on inside. I'm not sure what the cost is. I'm sure it's just quite a nominal cost to go in. But it is just I've been here numerous times, and it is just really a spectacular cathedral. Show you the door here. If that's a door. Look at that. Still trying to learn this Zion crane device, and getting a nice smooth panning motion as I move up. So it really is a beautiful building. So we'll go on inside, and they actually have really nice organ concerts here. You can see on Mondays at 5 o'clock they'll have an organ concert. So with that being said, I'm going to see if I can't find my way inside to the find my way inside. Well, there's a nominal fee. So you can go up to the tower. That's one fee, and then over here actually they just ask for looks like they ask for a donation. Looks like there's actually a service or something. Here is the hand. St. Estefan. Let's go get the other side of the Basilica. Interestingly enough, when I was filming the Mass, I actually stepped over a little rope, if you will. It's a beautiful piece. Stations of the Cross. All right, let's go see the other side of the Basilica. As I was coming out of this chapel where they have the hand, I saw this display, and I should have shown this to you before. Here is the actual mummified hand of Saint Estefan, 1,000 years old. An X-ray. And this would be the procession that they have on St. Estefan Day. Some historical pictures that you can see. Marching his hand through the streets. Now let's on back into the main cathedral here, and I don't know that this device will actually pan as high as I would want it to get to the ceiling, but if it would, maybe I can manually adjust this. And that won't. Here is the organ. You know, most of this doesn't need any narration at all. The beauty just speaks for itself. Okay, it would seem that the service is actually over, and probably like to get the altar. Stopped. I was trying to go show you the altar. It's a beautiful, beautiful altar. And the statue of Saint Esteban up on the altar. All right, let's see if I can't make my way up to the tower. Alright, so I'd be a little bit remiss if I didn't show you the dome, the inside of the dome here. I actually set my camera down on the floor and giving a nice view looking up as if you were lying on your back looking up at the dome. And it sure is beautiful. I don't know if I can work the zoom on this camera or not. Maybe I can get it to work. This is an old camera that I've got, and the zoom is actually broken on it. So unfortunately, I can't get a nice zoom shot of it. But nonetheless, you get to see what the dome looks like. All right, so now the dome, and costs 1,000 florins. To give you a look up here. I don't know how well you can see this, but it costs 1,000 florins if you want to walk up to the top of the dome. 302 steps to get to the top. So you can pay the 1,000 florins and just go to the top of the dome, or you can. So you can pay the 1,000 florins and just go to the top of the dome, or you can pay, I'm getting all mixed up here. You can pay just one price and go to the top of the dome, or one price and see the treasury, or you can pay 1,000 florins and go to the top of the dome and see the treasury. So they do have a lift, and I opted to take the stairs. Why? Well, about halfway up, I'm asking myself that very same question. But nonetheless, here we go. And the view should be beautiful from the top, as I recall from years past. All right, so I cheated a little bit, and about halfway up I saw a sign for the elevator, and I opted. So that dome I was just showing you a moment ago, this would be the other side of the dome. And here you see the interior. So we're going to find our way up and outside here. Give you a beautiful panoramic view of the city of Budapest. And here you have it. One of the towers here. It really is a beautiful day. In contrast to yesterday, yesterday was overcast and rather cool. But today it's a beautiful, if not a little bit on the warm side, muggy day. But nothing like the mugginess that one would be experiencing were they at my home in Florida. So I'm gonna a nice tour. They got a nice you can see nice walkway all the way around the perimeter here. Budapest is divided up into what are called districts. So you have Buda, and Buda would be the side where you have the hills. So over there you see hills, and that would be Buda. And then my laundry is actually being done right down there behind that group of buildings there. So I've got my clothes on the dry cycle. I actually went back and took them out of the dryer, or took them out of the washer and put them into the dryer. There's another nice view you can see of Budapest, Hungary. Come down, perhaps. You know, it's interesting, the incredible opportunities that my occupation provides me, in that I can wake up this morning in a city halfway around the world from my home, put in a good several hours work, and then go out and see an incredible city such as Budapest, and wherever else my travels may actually take me on this summer adventure. And down there. You should give a shout out to my friend Edith. I met Edith in Budapest, and she's now married to a wonderful man in Italy. She married an Italian, and I always tease her husband Amadeo that he got lucky because he married a beautiful Hungarian. But interestingly enough, Edith has started doing videos herself, and I like to challenge her to do some videos and do some narration such as I'm doing now. She's gotten pretty good at videos, but she's a little bit reluctant to do the whole narration aspect such as you would find me doing on a video such as this. Now I think I've almost completed the 360. It's interesting when you're at a tourist spot like this, you always hear the different dialects. You hear Italian and Russian and Chinese and all types of different dialects. There would be the Parliament building. Right over there, the beautiful Parliament building.
Oh yeah?
And I think that that completes the 360. And the square where I started the tour Well, the Basilica would be right down there. And the Duna, the Danube, would be right over there. There's another beautiful church just over the Danube there called the St. Matthias, Matthias. And then, of course, you have the castle right over there. Let's go down and see the treasury. On the way down, here's a view of the stairs. And one of the nicer pictures I ever took was this picture right here looking down. And the way I captured it with the light was just really fantastic. All right, so I have found my way into the treasury here at St. Estone Basilica. And should be quite interesting. Not going to read all of the placards, but just give you a nice tour of what you would see if you were in here yourself. This is the double monstrance. This is a painting from, if I'm not mistaken, 1596 perhaps. I think I accidentally set off an alarm. Maybe I was too close to the painting. Nice to know they have an alarm here. Look at that. You can see as I view this video through the camera, I can see the face recognition. Here's a Okay, and there you have the treasury. Here's a beautiful model of the Basilica. All right. And that completes your tour of the Basilica here in St. Budapest, St. István Cathedralis Cathedral. All right, so with the tour of the Basilica under my belt, I find my way back to the laundromat, and much to my delight, as I walk in, I can see that my clothes are dry. So that, my friends, is how you do laundry in Budapest. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the visit to the Basilica. So now you know that if you're in Budapest, you know where to do your laundry, and you know that you should go and see the Basilica, definitely. Anyway, have a great day.